blood gold.
Welcome back. Alright, so immediately, I'm in Forge right now. As you can see, I'm in monitor mode, just like in Halo 3. Through monitor mode, I am able to edit and manipulate objects that were placed in Forge. In this case, that's actually most of the map. To demonstrate, well, here is the initial spawns for the blue team. You can tell, because they're little Spartans.
Nice.
We actually colored them for teams, so if I actually wanted this guy to be red, or green, or orange,
nice.
or purple, you get the idea. Just how forgeable is the map? Well, pretty forgeable. You'll see you'll notice that these guys, this is definitely blue base. But as with the spawns, I can go in and I can change the color. Now it's green base.
Oh.
So then you'll notice a couple new Forge items around the map. For example, this guy right here. As soon as I go over him, see that large green field?
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are going to be wondering, in a situation like this map, where you might not want somebody to go up onto the cliffs or wander around, how do you keep people from wandering off? These objects, they're called safe volumes, and they have a brother called the kill volume. And what these do is, as long as you're inside them, you're alive. As soon as you step out, you'll see the return to battlefield warning, and you have 10 seconds left to return, or the game kills you. Now, go ahead and bring the Falcon in, and I'll take everyone for a little flight through Hemorrhage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Unnecessary announcement. Alright. So, just to further re-emphasize how forgeable this map is, David Allen, if you would so kindly. Just delete that guy. There you go. Alright. I'm gonna ditch him for a little bit. As you can see, this is Blood Gulch in all of its glory. It's actually the bases are designed after Blood Gulch from Halo 1. The geometry was taken straight from Halo 2 and then up-resed, so the terrain's a lot nicer, but it's based on coagulation. And alright, so I think I've talked enough about Blood Gulch. Should we finally go beyond the canyon?
Yeah.
So what is beyond the canyon?
Oh my
The majority
god.
of the map.
Oh yeah.
So now that the ruse is up, Blood Gulch, or Hemorrhage rather, is a map variant of a much larger map that we call Forge World. Forge World is a series of unique spaces, some of which based on previous maps, some of them brand new to Halo, that we designed specifically for users to work within Forge. Right in front of me, you are seeing what we call the island. I assume you can tell why. The island is a rather large, great for like 16-player games style map. It's kind of bent so you can play like Sidewinder style map setups. You see David Allen down there driving around. Just for a sense of scale, how far away I am from the actual island there. That's a warthog. It's worth pointing out that we built a ton of objects for Forge World. Forge World actually has, you saw saw, the bases are all forged pieces in Blood Gulch. There's actually about 150 pieces built specifically for this map, specifically for building objects and building bases, building whatever the way you will. Excuse me, the way you'd like to. Let's go over a couple more of the spaces here. This is the Rock. Again, we're very creative with the names, the Rock. Here we have the island, Forge World. Up here, this is a nice symmetrical space that has, one open side, so you can build nice symmetrical maps with one, like an open side and a closed side. Oh, I guess you guys want to see down here.
Whoa! Yeah!
Hey, hi.
Get him, man!
This is the Coliseum. The space, roughly the same size as the crypt from Sandbox, if you're familiar. A little larger, actually, and we've provided pieces that are perfect for building specifically in here for sectioning off pieces of the map. We've actually built our own grip wall variant that we've playtested a bunch here. Alright. So this is kind of the perfect lab for playing around in Forge. Figure I'll show you a couple things. So this is the object placement UI. You'll notice it's different from Halo 3. We've kind of broken everything out into more bits. Some of it, most of this should be completely familiar. Weapons, spawning objects, subjective placement stuff. What is new and is unique to Forge World is this section called Structure. And when I go into here, thank you, you see it. One second. So let's go to Structure now. You see an entirely new section of objects specifically built for this map. And these pieces, as you can tell, we have a huge library of pieces that we can go through. And some of them are very simple. Now, as I'm placing this object, you'll notice that instead of the object moving when I move, I actually orbit around the object as long as I hold on to it. But like 24 people in this room just put themselves. The reason we did this is, we've been watching you guys. We've seen what you guys have been doing in Forge, and we're extremely impressed, especially because half of the stuff you do is agonizing to actually do in Halo 3 Forge. So our goal is to fly Falcons into the Coliseum. And also, from the beginning, we were from the beginning, our goal is to make Forge easier to use. So, for example, I let go of a piece, it stays put.
Yes! That was so hard.
Now, that's only the beginning. The reason that objects stay put is because we actually have multiple physics models that you can apply to an object. So, for example, there's normal, which if I drop it down, behaves correctly. What you saw earlier was fixed, which meant once you let go of it, it stays exactly how you let go of it. And the most exciting one, I think, is called phased physics.